welcome to the Media Zone. Ed here with you, just Ed, and Jim the producer tonight. That's all that's down in the cavernous studio. Stagehand Tony may be running in. Looks like he's fixing a light switch in the compound next door. So he may be in. The matinee lady is running errands, so we can't see her. And she had a new color job we wanted to take a look at tonight. But we're not going to see that this week. Maybe we can put that up on the web page. Michael is running around preparing for his nuptials in a month. So he had to take off at the last minute. John Powers, Dave are enjoying their home life now and working on the floor. Dave was putting a carpet in this week. John Powers, I don't know where he was. It sounded like he had domestic chores. Stephanie, who we have on, is working. She needs a good week's notice. Susie is coming down in a couple weeks when she finishes her film up. She has a film we're going to look at, and then she was in the music video. She's going to tell us about that. Right, producer?
Is she coming with the singer?
If she's available. The singer's in Connecticut or somewhere. I think that's where you have your taxes done, isn't it? She's going to try and get the singer down, too. The music video is up on our MySpace page, which is MySpace/Ed and Mike, I believe. So take a look at that. Tonight we have 3 films, though. I don't like this angle. I have to get used to this. Usually I'm out here where I can see what we're doing. Okay. 12 rounds. The Haunting in Connecticut, which looks pretty scary. Monsters vs. Aliens. We also have the DVD releases. Celebrity photo game we're going to try and do on my own here. And some classic commercials. You may see more than usual, depending on how time goes. And, well, it's 5 minutes in already. You know, David Letterman does a whole half hour by himself, pretty much, talking. He just cut off. Regis can do it. I think we should put camera number 3 on you, producer, for occasional. You used to have stock shots you'd edit in of you over there. You are going to do it. You're not going to do it. We do have some 45s I found, and I noticed a lot of the 45s in the collection were movie-related. So we're going to take a look at those coming up, and you're going to see those right on camera 3, where you usually see Mike. Let's see how there we go. That works pretty well. Taylor Dane appearing at this year's Chiller Show. So stay tuned for that. Let's do our films first. First one is 12 Rounds, starring John Cena, Steve Harris, and Ashley Scott. New Orleans police detective Danny Fisher discovers his girlfriend has been kidnapped by an ex-con tied to his past and has to successfully complete 12 challenges in order to secure her safe release. Rated PG-13 for intense sequences of violence and action.
Is this Officer Fisher, the New Orleans Police Department?
Yeah.
How you been?
Why the hell are you calling me?
It's our anniversary. 1 year ago, you took what can never, ever be replaced.
That was an accident.
For that, I am going to take from you.
Molly! Get out of the house!
She's not dead. It's a game. The only way to keep her alive, you do exactly what I say when I say it. If you are still standing after all 12 rounds, you'll have won her back.
I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna kill you.
Who lives and who dies, that is your decision.
Ooh, there I am. Am I here? Is that camera 1? I'd like it pulled back a little bit. I don't know how those people on the news, you ever see the camera? I know when they shoot it, the camera is right on top of them, and they come in and they crop this much of your face on the news, and some of the people aren't the best looking humans. You want to film during the news, and there they are, filling up your entire screen right during dinner hour. So there you have it, 12 rounds with John Cena, who's a wrestler, apparently. Is he the top wrestler today in the
Yeah.
world of wrestling? Who's the top ones? I don't know even.
Under Triple H.
Triple H and The Rock isn't wrestling anymore. No. Okay. I know Eric the Midget likes John Cena. He's a big fan. I did see The Watchmen. The double A. Yeah, awesome Angelo. I saw the Watchmen, and it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. It didn't seem long, though, over in Colony Center. Time just flew by in those nice seats. Yeah, it did. Beginning was kind of slow on the movie, though, but it was interesting. And I did hear some complaints from people who brought their 13-year-old daughters to the film. It is an R-rated film, by the way. And Dr. Manhattan walks around without clothing through a lot of the film. It's never explained, other than he's a fully rendered CGI genitalia without hair, because Mr. Manhattan didn't have any hair. And I guess because he doesn't feel pain, he just doesn't need clothes, or he doesn't feel cold. And apparently if you're seeing it on the big screen, and it was enhanced, the actor said, the part was enhanced a little bit.
They can show that?
They can show that as long as it's flaccid, apparently. And boy, is Dr. Manhattan flaccid, quite large, even in his flaccid state. I got the graphic novel, and it does follow it pretty close. Everything is in there. But even in that, there was only one panel and a very simple line drawing of Dr. Manhattan's front region and a few of his back. But why? Well, maybe this is why the writer took his name off the movie. It was too much full frontal blue organ. So just be prepared if you're going to see that. They're very violent, though, with legs breaking and a lot of blood. And Jackie Earle Haley is pretty good. And he looks a lot better than he did going to the Oscars for that Little Children. Remember, it was kind of a shock. He was all, like, emaciated. But they got a wig on him. It looks like he did buff up for the role. He's very good in this. So if you want to see a different kind of superhero film, go see Watchmen. But be prepared for giant blue genitalia. That's
What do the 13-year-old girls do?
Well, apparently the 13-year-old girl told a family member that somebody was doing it from behind also. They're well aware of what's going on in the world, and probably many have been involved with these certain scenes. There was some sex in the film also.
With him?
No, there was, come to think of it, Dr. Manhattan, who can split himself into 3 parts. And he was working in the lab on a project, and 2 of his other cells were working on his girlfriend in the bedroom. So Dr. Manhattan was getting busy. Oh, it's the matinee lady. Shh. Are you coming to appear or for a flashlight?
Flashlight.
You have to appear for a moment. We wanted to see your new hairdo.
What?
Your new hairdo. We can't. It's purple. Yeah. Do you have purple genitalia too, like Dr. Manhattan? Okay. When she returns the light, we'll see if we can get her on camera. Apparently, there's a big a light switch mishap next door. All right, so that's Watchmen. We got The Haunting in Connecticut next, our next film up. Starring Virginia Madsen, Kyle Gallner, Martin Donovan. Based on a chilling true story, The Haunting in Connecticut charts one family's terrifying real-life encounter with the dark forces of the supernatural. When the Campbell family moves to upstate Connecticut, they soon learn that their charming Victorian home has a disturbing history. Not only was the house a transformed funeral parlor where inconceivable acts occurred, but the owner's clairvoyant son Jonah served as a demonic messenger, providing a gateway for spiritual entities to cross over. Now unspeakable terror awaits when Jonah, the boy who communicated with the dead, returns to unleash a new kind of horror on the innocent and unsuspecting family. Rated PG-13 for some intense sequences of terror and disturbing images.
So check it out. They'd held seances in this house. People not only contacted the dead, but made things appear.
There is something in this house. Something no longer living and not yet passed over.